Hey guys, Nakul this side from SkillsIELTS. Well, in this video I'm gonna talk about three main reasons behind your low IELTS writing score. If your scores are not improving irrespective of your practice, then this video is for you. Stay tuned till the end. Let's quickly start off. Well, sentence formation is like the flavors of ice cream in Baskin-Robbins. There are a variety of flavors and every flavor is good in its own way, but still you will have a favorite one, isn't it? The same we assume the examiner will have a favorite one and she will be looking only for her favorite ones. So let's quickly understand what exactly I meant. So let's take this paragraph. Conversely, others could be in favor of long working hours since they could have a mindset that if they have monotonous long hour regime of the day, their probability to achieve results could be at a high pace. Well, this is just one of the flavors in the Baskin-Robbins, a good flavor, but this may not be the favorite one from our examiner point of view. I'll tell you why, because the ideas are not grouped, the words are not grouped correctly in order to convey a better meaning. Conversely, others could be in favor, could be in favor of long working hours since they refers to the people now, this is a wrong formation actually, because of which the sentence is not getting its true meaning. I'll again explain you why. They could have a mindset that if they have, this they is something different. They have, you have, they have repetition of the words, and this is not the way you actually form a sentence. The poor sentence formation only because it is starting with the word, the subject and have, subject, have, they have monotonous long, their probability, it's all centered with respect to that particular person. On the other hand, how well this could have been written. Let's understand this particular thing. Conversely, some people are in favor of long working hours. Okay, could be, I rechanged it to are in favor of long working hours. I grouped my idea, I made a simple sentence and I continued. This is because of the generic opinion. See here, I gave preference to the opinion rather than they have. Now the opinion is centered. This is because of the generic opinion that an uninterrupted long hour regime can yield effective results. Instead of giving importance to the word they have, what I did, I gave importance to the long hour regime. This is what we call nominalization. This is the base of your IELTS writing to effectively convey your meaning to the examiner. Well, this also can be written in a different way. Conversely, some people are in favor of long working hours due to a widely accepted opinion that, I'm just making use of the word that in order to frame in a beautiful sentence, that a continuous long working routine is inevitable for an effective result. If you see here, my idea is centered on continuous long working hour and the previous sentence uninterrupted long hour regime. This is what is making the sentence look good. On the other hand, the first sentence which I showed you is all centered on the person they. So that's one of the reasons why the sentence formation is not looking really good. Alright, let's take up the next line. However, it is a myth because the researchers have proven, well again it is completely centered on the word the researchers. Researchers have proven that the brain requires rest and it cannot work continuously and give better results. If it does, it will incline towards inaccuracy. Well, there's not much problem with the sentence, but still, like I told you, you need to have the best flavor, isn't it? So when you talk about the best flavor, maybe the sentence can be altered. Let me just show you how to do that. However, it is a myth I changed. This may not be the truth, or this may not be true, as there are enough evidence or scientific evidence to uphold the fact that a working brain requires intermittent rest in order to give its best. It cannot work, it requires, instead of using like simple sentence structures, you can have a better sentence structures, wherein I said the researchers have proven, there are enough researches done, that the brain requires rest to uphold the fact that a working brain requires intermittent rest in order to give its best. So the previous line, if you give rest, that's what the person meant. If it does, it will incline towards inaccuracy. Here I said, in addition, numerous journals have also stated the necessity of an empty mind at regular intervals to overcome the inaccurate results. Both mean the same. It's just that the second sentence has a better structure compared to the previous one. It conveys the meaning in a better way compared to the previous one, only because it is avoiding the subject as it, brain, they. Instead of that, the subject given is the main idea, which is the necessity of an empty mind to overcome the inaccurate result. Subject, verb, object have been treated properly. Well, that's one of the reasons why this scores a better one compared to the previous one. Well, in IELTS, whenever there is an occurrence of a noun, in some cases you have to quantify them. You can't just generalize it. For example, when you say people, you are supposed to say how many people. Well, in other words, you can say innumerable number of people, some people, a few people, majority of the people. So let me demonstrate the same to you with a paragraph. Let's take this line. In today's modern era, change is inevitable in relation to employment. Work options may provide people chances to choose a job as per their convenience and personal interests. While there is not much problem associated with this sentence, but it can always be enhanced, is my point. Let me just show that to you right now. In today's modern era, change is inevitable in relation to employment. Work options, maybe you can quantify them. A few work options, myriad work options may provide how many people? Majority of people. What chances? How many chances? Extremely high chances to choose a job as per their convenience and personal interest. Well, the previous sentence, there was not much problem with it, but still the second sentence is, conveying the meaning much effectively compared to the previous one, because it is not quantifying, it is quantifying it, it is not generalizing the things. Not always, but try to quantify a noun whenever it's possible. When you do that, definitely it increases your lexical resource score. Well, sentence formation is one of the primary elementary things for your high score in IELTS writing. There could be many different types of sentence formation, but in a nutshell, we can divide the sentence, we can categorize the sentences into three forms, which is simple sentence, compound sentence, and complex sentence. Well, let's talk each one of them in brief. Simple sentence is nothing but it will have a subject, a noun, a verb to denote the action of the subject, and an object. Object is nothing but again a noun or some kind of object which receives the action of the subject. Let's say the example is, these days technology has advanced to its pinnacle. Technology is the noun, advance is the action, and to the pinnacle is the object. Well, this is a simple sentence. You need to write a simple sentence in your IELTS as well. Well, that's simple, but now let's go to compound sentence. Compound sentence is nothing but, let's say, an independent sentence, like, these days technology has advanced to its pinnacle. Something like one sentence, simple sentence, is again added by one more simple sentence. And you have to connect two sentences using a connector, and we call fanboys. FANBOYS stands for and, nor, or, but, et, so. So in this example, you can make two independent sentences and connect them using a connector. These days, technology has advanced to its pinnacle, and this has resulted in the majority of people finding the job of their interest. So here the word and is the coordinating conjunction, which is required to connect two independent sentences. Similarly, based on the situation, you can use the word for, you can use the word nor, you can use the word but, you can use the word or, et, so. Just remember this, fanboys, the compound sentence formula is done. Well, let me also give you an explanation about what a complex sentence is, because they're really indispensable for your IELTS writing score. So before that, let me give you a brief understanding about a subordinate conjunction, which we also call as a dependent clause. For example, the word when. When I went, or when I go to hotel, it's a dependent clause. You have to complete it. If I go to hotel, you have to complete it. Since I go to hotel, you cannot put a full stop, you have to complete it. So in this way, you can form a complex sentence. Since I went to hotel, comma, I ate a lot. Whenever I go to hotel, I eat a lot. So using the word since, when, if, though, although, despite, in spite of, until, whenever, whichever, you can make a complex sentence easily. They are basically one dependent clause and one independent clause. While there is more to it, you can also use the relative pronouns like who, which, because they are really required in your IELTS. So let me just show you that as well. Let's check this example. These days, technology has advanced to its pinnacle, and this has resulted in the majority of people finding the job of their interest. The first use of the complex sentence by the use of the subordinate conjunction called since. Since technology has advanced to its pinnacle, it has resulted in the majority of people finding the job of their interest. Well, there is more to it. One more example in a similar way is by using the word as. As technology has advanced to its pinnacle, it has resulted in the majority of people finding the job of their interest. Well, it's not just that. We have one more example using the word which is very important. You can also make a sentence using the word which. These days, technology has advanced to its pinnacle, which has resulted in the majority of people finding the job of their interest. So there could be multiple sentences, but yes, you have to make use of these combination in order to score more in your IELTS writing. Well, if you're looking for more on this, you can drop a mail in the comment section, your Gmail ID. Our team will definitely do the needful and send you the grammar materials with respect to sentence formation of our Skills IELTS writing course. Well, that's it from this video. I hope you enjoyed the video and the video served its purpose. If you're looking for an online coaching, you can always check the information in the description. And I'm going to see you soon in the next video. Till then, take care. Thank you so much.